Hello everyone, it's Melissa from the Students Rebuild team and I'm here with Leonetta.
Hi everybody.
And we're here to talk to you about another family recipe. So Leonetta, what did you make for us today?
Well, so I have been really inspired by watching what students have done. We've seen students do some really personal recipes of that family culture. We've also seen some really creative things like 3D recipes made out of clay. So I was really inspired and also a little bit intimidated. Like I better bring my A game. So I tried to think about a family cultural recipe. And so you can probably see this cake here. And so I did a recipe for this cake. And this cake recipe is my grandmother's 7-Up cake recipe.
Yum!
So I grew up eating this cake and enjoying making it with my grandmother. So I made a 7-Up cake recipe based on the cake.
I have never had a soda cake, so can you tell me a little bit about it and why it's so special for you and your family?
Yeah, so one of the cool things about this recipe and so many of our recipes, family recipes, they just bring back memories. So what I remember is being in the kitchen with my grandmother whenever she was making a cake, and it was me and my sister, and it was like we were excited about the cake, but we were also excited about the cake batter. So like getting to lick one of us would get the spatula, the other one would get the bowl, and it was like the bowl is bigger, so how's that fair? So she'd rotate who got the bowl, who got the spatula, and then we just kind of lick the raw cake batter, which I don't know. I don't necessarily recommend this at home. I don't know that it's FDA approved, but it was sure good, and it was certainly made for lots of incredible memories. But yeah, so a soda cake, what I have learned, I didn't realize this as a child, but what's fun about the soda cake is the soda actually is what helps the cake to rise. And so the bubbles and the carbonation of the soda actually is what gives the cake a little bit of lift. So that's what the 7-Up does in the cake, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I would have never guessed that about cake.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Should I tell you a little bit about what's in the cake?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd love to hear
Great.
about it.
So it's kind of a really simple recipe because there's like 3 things that are 3 of 3. So it's 3 sticks of butter. This is not the healthiest cake recipe for all of our viewers out there. 3 cups of sugar, just a lot of sugar, and 3 cups of flour. So 3, 3, and 3, super easy to remember. 5 eggs, so you add those eggs one at a time. And then lots of extracts and zest kind of give the cake its flavor. So vanilla, lemon, and I realized one of my grandmother's secrets was just putting just a little bit of almond extract, which kind of really kind of rounds out the flavor. So you don't really taste the almond, it just kind of deepens and enriches the other flavors of the cake, which is really tasty. Good. And then last but not least, it's the 7-Up. So it's taking that 7-Up and whipping it in at the end, which then gives the batter that nice fluffy feel and helps it to rise in the oven. So
Fun. So do you make this with your family now?
You know, I do. My son also loves to eat because it's just him. He doesn't have siblings, so he likes having the spatula and the bowl. So I have to kind of limit his cake batter consumption. But he does help out. I also make the cake with my goddaughter, which is a lot of fun. So yeah, just sharing ingredients, talking through, sharing stories. It just becomes a really fun experience. So
wonderful. Well,
yeah.
Can we try some of this cake?
We sure can.
Yay!
I will cut you a piece.
Thank you.
And one of the things that I didn't say, but I should mention, so the recipe, I tried to kind of put in some really cool elements. That's a really small piece, but you do remember how much butter and sugar I said, Melissa, so I can't have you passing out on me. But one of the things that I just wanted to highlight, so again, I was really inspired by young people, but what I did was I took the 7-Up can and I kind of cut out the 7-Up label and I made that a part of it. I don't know if how well you can see that. And then I also took my grandmother's photo, and you may not want to take like a heirloom photo. You might not want to kind of include that in the recipe, but what I did was just printed this out on the printer. So I just took one that I had and took a picture of it and put that there, and so it's Grandma's 7-Up cake. And then I just wrote the ingredients there. So another fun way to kind of use kind of mixed media and pull in some other things to create your recipe. So I just wanted to mention that.
Nice.
But let me not stop you from going ahead and eating your cake. Please enjoy. My grandmother would be very pleased and happy.
You're right. All those like little flavors that pop in your mouth.
Yeah, right?
Mm-hmm. It's delicious.
Yeah. So I'm going to have some cake too, but thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you guys for so thoughtfully crafting recipes and sharing them with us. I think you guys also hopefully have seen that Chef Gordon Ramsay has joined the challenge. He's one of the many influencers that are helping us during the Hunger Challenge, and he's going to pick one of our students' recipes to make on his YouTube channel, which is
So
basically
cool.
like airing on the biggest TV show because he's got millions and millions of followers there, so that's pretty exciting. So get your recipes into us, continue to share and talk and build community, and which is really what food is about. And so we are wishing you all the best holiday season this December, no matter what you're celebrating. We know there's so many wonderful family traditions of coming together around food at this time of year, and so we just wish you the best. Take care, and we'll see you in the new year.